So I'm learning more and more about the music industry every single day. And today I had a meeting with Evoke Sounds, which is a studio in Caulfield. And I met Dan, who manages the place, and it was a wonderful day. But whilst I was there, I learned so much more about music production. And I showed him one of my favorite and best songs, which is called Warned You. And he showed me something that he had produced, and I realized that, the more money you spend, or the more, like, production is just an endless line. You can keep getting better and better. And what I thought was my best work, turns out there is so much better quality stuff out there. That being said, I still love all my music. I still recommend going to listen to all of it, but I guess it's just shocking how much more there is to know. So I'm currently setting up for something that no one really cares about, but it's music production, and there's a lot of things you have to do. For example, I've got my jack, which I'm gonna put into my Laney speaker, which is this thing I unboxed in another video. So if you're interested in that at all, then please go and check out the unboxing video. But I'm gonna put my guitar, there we go, guitar in, and I'm going to try recording some demo versions of some songs. This is my Squire guitar. It is gorgeous. One of my friends gave me this, and I am forever grateful. All right, let me set up this. Before you turn on any speaker, always plug in what you want to play. Otherwise, you can wreck your cables and just wreck a bunch of other stuff. Let's sus. Guess you found your paradise far away from bad been gone. Cool, that sounds alright. Cool. Now that that's all plugged in, it's such a big task. Such a big task. Iced tea. Not a great thing to have before you're about to sing. But effectively, if I give you a tour, I've got my piano there, which I'm going to create a demo for one of my songs. I'm going to play directly into this laptop. I've got my guitar, which I'm going to also play into my laptop. And then I have my vocals and a drum, which I'm going to use using the piano. I can change the settings to make it sound like a drum. And I'm going to do 2 songs, a demo, so I can send them off to this band I'm putting together for this project. In order to do this, everything has to be linked up properly. I never have good posture when I do this stuff. All right. Start this at 8:30 at night, they said. It'd be fun, he said. It is. It's just a lot, but I'll do it. All right, turns out I actually have to plug this into this thing, which connects to my laptop, and so gives me greater control. So I'm using my laptop, and I am going to go to GarageBand. Now, I've been told not to use GarageBand on here because it doesn't have enough space, but for today's purposes, I'm going to create a new project and got it. Now I can hear. All right, so today I'm just gonna work out the basics. Guess you found your paradise. Guess you found your paradise, far away from all that's been and gone. Sorry enough for all the songs I put you through, and I'm glad you found your paradise, working in your dream 9 to 5. I know it's a long road to recovery. Oh, I wouldn't be me had you not been you. 'Cause you're lost in your paradise fall. So that is what I'm going to work with for now at this stage. Let's listen to it. I don't think you'll be able to hear it because it's in my headphones. Let's take that off. Oh crap, I probably don't need that to happen. No matter! Good demo material. I'm going to be able to write a demo. This is great. Probably going to retake that take because it wasn't amazing. But yeah. Let me see if I can set you up a bit better. Okay. Take 2. This is take 2 of Paradise. Guess you found your paradise. Accidentally rung your mom. She sounded like she was confused, but well, fuck. Nope. Alright. Guess you found your paradise for you. Damn it. I keep getting the wrong chord, so I gotta do it again. Guess you found your paradise, working in your dream 9 to 5, I know. Wonderful. There we go. Let's see. Your paradise far away. Now we get my microphone and we do the same thing. And I didn't realize, but it's right here. I use a Sennheiser microphone. They're pretty good, pretty sturdy. Also, I want to say thank you to Michael for letting me do this at nighttime. You're the best. Okay. Now we have to hook this up and connect it. There we go. All right, let's see how this goes. Guess you found your paradise for all the songs I put you through. It's a long road to recovery. Wonderful. Okay, we now have the vocal layer done. I'm gonna try to take you along with this as well. Just a second. Let's take a listen and see if we can find a drum beat. Guess you found your paradise, but she's tempted like she's years around. Okay, we might have to add a drum beat manually, which I think involves... Sorry enough for all the songs I put you through. I know the long road to recovery will work you through. I can no longer blame you. Okay. That's not working, and I don't exactly know how to get that working. So what I'm going to do instead is do something a little bit different. I'm going to do something a little bit different. My keyboard, which I'll show you in a minute. My keyboard, which needs dusting, has some amazing presets. For example, but I can change it so it makes other sounds. For example, drum kit, I go I think I want something like that. This chord here that I'm about to spend way too long on is a chord that should connect my keyboard to my laptop, which means I'll be able to directly put a instrument sound into my laptop from here. My plan is to put the drum demo in here, and then I can send it off to the band. I hope this works. All right, here we go. Okay, I've located the sounds I want. So now I'm going to test run this. Okay. I'm not a drummer. I've told the people I'm not a drummer, so they know. So they will hopefully be able to work off something with this. Okay, so I've just done a lot of work. I have made a demo that I am pretty proud of, for now anyway. And yeah, tonight was a fun night, but I think I'm going to pack up now because I'm tired and I should go to bed. Otherwise I won't function tomorrow. I'll get up and finish this. I hate leaving my room like this, but I think for tonight I will. Thanks for coming on this demo songwriting with me. It's been very, very fun, but I'm tired and must go to bed. Good night. Good morning, everyone. So I just woke up. I've got to work in about 2 hours. So I've probably got an hour and probably got like 45 minutes to do this. So I'm going to set up all my stuff. Now last night I made some good progress on ideas and a demo that is okay, but when I listened back this morning, the drums were not quite in time, and I think I'll have to redo it. I think I'll have to find the tempo first. I think it's like a 60 tempo, so I might have to try that first. But the plan is, it's nice and beautiful out there today in Melbourne. I'm just moving all my stuff, putting it somewhere else so I can plug all this stuff in. Everything is really dusty, so I gotta dust. But this whole YouTube thing's coming together pretty well. I think I understand what I'm doing. Ew. All right. So this will need to be plugged into my laptop. Now my laptop is in my room, so let me go and get that. How are we all doing on this Wednesday morning? I think it's Wednesday. Oh. I'm gonna need that. And my headphones too. Headphones, I use Sony headphones. Apparently they're a bit bassy, but I like them. And then my Apple laptop, which has the song on it. So today I'm going to keep the demo that I got yesterday. I'm going to listen to it. I'll show you a snippet. And then I'll remake it, you know, differently. So I need this thing, which is my adapter again. Yesterday I tried to put it into the Laney that I've got, but I think I've worked out this is how you do it. I couldn't work out how to connect the Laney to my laptop, so therefore this goes directly into my laptop and it's just easier. Look at how dusty this is. I have to do that today. I never let things get dusty. But today I have, because I've been so busy lately. Music meetings, work, the radio, working on a special project, which is what this is that we're doing. So yeah, it's been crazy lately. Absolutely crazy. But I like it. I like to be crazy busy. I think it suits me. I find I get more done when I'm busy. When I'm not busy, I get a bit relaxed and lazy and doesn't work with me. Now, what did I do with the headphones? I've actually lost them. How can I lose everything? They're literally right here. Ew! I got my wicked, well, it's actually Michael's cup, my housemate's and best friend's cup. So yeah, the alphabet or calendar. I'm a Glinda person. I like Glinda. However, here we go. So last night as well, I didn't show you this part, but I did put some keys into the song as well. So I put in some chords. They're just the same chords that I do on guitar, but I put them on keys just for something different. My plan is to work with the keyboardist for this to come up with something a bit different. Maybe some fills, some twinkle sounds. So yeah, but I'm not the greatest keyboardist, so I don't really know what I want. So let's have a listen to this briefly.
Guess you found your paradise far away from that's been and gone. He was confused, but well.
And that's the point I'm having trouble with the drums. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Yeah. So it's about a... Let's listen to the drums.
Still walking that tight road. It's a long road to recovery. Give me something wonderful.
Yeah. You can hear the drums kind of go out of time at that point. So that is where the guitar work needs to be a little more in time. I think it's my own guitar playing that kind of puts us out. But most of it is pretty salvageable. But I think what I'll have to do this time is come up with the tempo first, which I believe is 60 beats per minute. So I'm going to create a new file track, which again, don't do it on this laptop because there's not enough space, I get it. But we're gonna try. Okay, we're gonna start with guitar or bass line. I think that's the best way to do it. And we're gonna go, you can't see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna try to show you. So I'm going to put this tempo down to 60 beats per minute. And let's see what that sounds like. Guess you found your paradise far away from that's been and gone. Yeah, I think 60 is what it is. It might be on the slower side, but I think it's going to be worth doing that first. So let me get my guitar. Let me set that up, and then we can jump into this. How beautiful is this guitar though? It's gorgeous. Let me tune it as well, because at the moment, I think that's also why it sounds kind of rough. And that's because it's not tuned. I've got this tuner here. It's amazing. You probably can't see it. It's this thing on the edge. Basically, you play a note. You still can't really see it, but you can't really see it. But it basically tells you what the chord is that you're playing, or like the string, and then it helps you center it to the right sound. So I'm going to work up from the bottom and go top. Getting closer. I think we'll leave it there. That sounds pretty good to me. Alright, let me get my coffee, which I'm sure is going cold. That's the worst thing about coffee. It goes cold so quickly. I like iced coffee, but not from a coffee. I want iced coffee. Once again, always plug things in before you turn them on, because it can damage speakers. I meant speakers last night. I was tired. Alright. Time is ticking and I don't have a lot of it because I gotta be somewhere. Okay, let's unplug keyboard, replug this, get this in there. Okay, maybe this isn't the right chord, but I don't understand. There we go. It just needed a refresher. I couldn't hear it in my headphones, which is annoying. Alright, we're gonna do this with the tempo at a 60 and hope for the best. Here we go. Guess you found your paradise. Doing things to a tempo is sometimes challenging. Okay, that didn't go awfully. I worked out that strumming less is sometimes more. I'm gonna strum on the beat and yeah. Guess you found your paradise. Well, I'm out of time. Fuck, I hate doing this to a tempo. Guess you found your paradise. I'm glad you found you. 'Cause you're lost in your paradise. Okay. It's a very slow song when I play it like that, but alas, earwax. I think it's gonna be for the best. Now, let's set up this microphone again and do the same thing, but for the vocals. 60 beats per minute is very slow. But I think it's something that we can work around later in the band stage. When we get there, we can all kind of discuss how to make it more dynamic, and I think the other instruments will flesh things out a bit more and make it more exciting. But song's got to start from somewhere, right? This song is about a romantic relationship that I was in a few years ago, and how although it started pretty good and then in the middle it was awful and then it sent me on a spiral for 2 years, it all ended up okay. If you listen to Rid of You Before Summer, you can hear a bit more. But this is the closing chapter to that kind of situation, and I'm very happy and fortunate and grateful that it ended up happy. Now I'm going to do a vocal line and sing the song to the best of my ability. Again, last night I had iced tea and today I had coffee, two things that are not good for a singing voice, but alas, earwax, we're going to give it a go. Okay, we are going to give this a go. Yes, do you? Okay, here we go. Guess you found your paradise. We can both move on, go our own ways. Reminds me that All right. Now, I'm gonna add other guitar to it. I feel like an actual musician. This is crazy. It's really, really fun. All right, now I'm gonna add some other guitars to spunk it up a bit more. So let's duplicate a track. So effectively, what I'm going to do is I'm going to new track with duplicate settings. Then it's got the exact same settings as this one up here. So that's gonna make it easier. All right, I'm gonna add some other guitars to this and hopefully make it a bit more spunky. Get it just perfect. It's perfect. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try something. Okay, I'm going to focus on putting the extra guitar in certain points and not play it the whole way through, just certain points. The turnaround lyrics, that's where I want to put it. Not bad. I found my groove there in the end. I don't know how much you can hear, but basically we got 2 layers of guitar. It's all right. Again, this is just a demo, so it's not gonna be amazing, but we do the best we can. Let's have a bit of a listen to what I got so far.
That's been
Okay, so we've got a tempo now, so 60 beats per minute. It's like, I feel like it's a bit slow, but again, I can't stress enough, it's just the demo. So I want to kind of get this as good as I can and send it off. So this is how it sounds all together.
You found your paradise far away from all that's been and gone. Accidentally.
So this guitar
she sounded like she was confused, but
is keeping the tempo like that, 60 beats per minute. This guitar is adding the fills. It's almost like the second guitar is doing all the other beats and the main one's doing the main beat. And then my vocal line. So next I'm going to add drums, keys, and then yeah, we'll see how we go. But I'll probably have to do that later because I think I have to get ready for work. But last night I did end up packing all this up, but today I will actually leave it here because I'm going to get home and jump straight back into this. So I got to get ready for work. Wish me luck, everyone. I will see you all later. I'm back from work. It was a really good shift and now I am ready to go for part 3 or number 3 of this. My goal now is to get keys and drums in and then fix up that guitar, the harmony guitar as I'm going to call it. So that's my goal now. Everything is laid out. I've got the keyboard ready to go, so I'm going to try to set you up somewhere that you can see what I'm doing, but for now just bear with me. Alright. No. Alright, this is dusty as all hell, so I'm going to go over this. I'm so excited. It's like when you're busy, you kind of forget how to clean. And I've always been a clean person. So this is crazy for me to be living like this at the moment. But I will get clean again. We all go through busy periods, don't we? All right, today I'm going to start with, you might not see the top of my head, but that's all right. When I wake up. All right, let's get another track in here. We'll go MIDI. There we go. Now I want it to sound like a drum kit. That was a very rough, that utterly failed. So what I'm trying to do is get like a, for any musician out there who makes music all themselves, I salute you. It is a very amazing thing to do. Every business needs a team, and Lord knows do I, but again, I'm here, I'm trying, that counts. So here's what I got. It's been crazy, as you've seen. So I've taken out the harmony guitars and I'm just putting in the normal guitar for this. So I'm just going to save. I think this will be alright for a demo.
Guess you found your paradise far away from that's been and gone.
Let's go to the drums.
I had you, found you. 'Cause you're like
I feel like the tempo might be too slow.
how much 2 years can bring.
Okay, so what I'm going to try to find is, I now want piano sound, so I think I'll just do the basic guitar chords for the piano at the moment. That's a bit of what I'm thinking, you know, and at the moment it just has to be rough. How does it sound if I just record it directly from here? Let's see. Right, it doesn't work. You have to plug it in. We'll make a MIDI line. All right, here we go. Ready?
Guess you found your paradise that you took. I will no longer blame you.
There you go.
Found your paradise far away from all that's been and gone.
Timing is everything. And I have so much respect for anyone who can do music production. Like, it's time consuming, it's very difficult, especially doing it alone. But I'm nothing if not persistent, and so I will continue. Oh, what a day. Okay, I have picked myself up from the last bit where I got a little frustrated, had a bit of a break. back at it now, back to being positive, back to being happy. So I decided that this video is getting very long, and I don't know who's still here, but if you are, comment paradise and I'll know you've made it this far. So what I would like to do now is do like last minute touch-ups.
'Cause you found your paradise, but accidentally run your mom. She sounded like she was confused, but well.
The song's supposed to be like, sounded like she was confused, but well. It's a bit, not ready.
Sorry,
Not for all the songs I put you through, writing of you. So I think 60 is a bit slow.
I'm glad.
It's supposed to be like, sorry enough for all the songs I put you through, writing of you. And I'm glad you found you. That kind of stuff. The problem is whenever I play it to a tempo, it doesn't match the tempo. So I'm not musically skilled enough to know how to do that on my own just yet. I feel like a soldier. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this video up. That is a bit of my process to writing a song. Typically, I'll start with a hook or a title. In this case, paradise was the first word that came into my head, and I wrote this song after, as I said before, a interaction with an ex that was unexpected but really nice. So this song is kind of my way of closing that chapter. And yeah, I'm really excited to get this project done, and it's going to sound very different from the demo that I just made, and I'm probably going to have to redo this demo, but you know, it's still cool to give you guys a bit of an idea of how much work goes into making music. And this is just the beginning stages. This isn't anything else. Songs change so much from the early conception to the last production. Like the first 17 song that I made was a sad song on piano, just me and the piano. And it was just me playing it very roughly, untempoed. The lyrics were not fully there yet. And then by the time the song was finished, it was fully produced with drums and guitar and amazing audio, and all the lyrics were cut down and refined to exactly what I wanted to say. So this is a song that I've sat with all year, but it's not, you know, money. It costs a lot of money to make music good quality, and that's something that everyone's running a bit short on these days. And so yeah, I'm just doing the best I can, but I am looking to bring new music to you guys very soon, and I got some announcements coming, but yeah, I don't want to reveal too much yet because I want it to all be ready by the time I get back to you. But hopefully I'm going to come back stronger, better than ever, because the last couple of months I've been prepping myself and building up to being as good as I can be at this moving forward and getting some better interaction, which is already happening. So thank you guys for doing that. Also, on a side note, part 4 of my album retrospective series for CD, my second album, is coming very, very soon. I'm working on that. I'm also looking to do a bit of a behind the scenes video of that as well, showing you kind of how the process was done, and I'm looking forward to that, but more on that later. For now, thank you for spending this long with me. This is my longest YouTube video yet. Yeah, I'm really enjoying doing this stuff for you, creating this other content, allowing you guys in, because it's good for me to learn how to edit. It's good for me to stay on camera because this is kind of what I want to do for a job, and therefore I need to be good at speaking to you guys in a camera. So Thanks again for following this journey, and I'll see you in the next video. And I might give you an update later in another video of how this song turns out, but we'll see. Bye.